Oh, give us
Hello.
just a minute, because I want to get on my Facebook Live so I can see.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You excited?
I'm very excited. Immensely excited.
Immensely, me too. All right, so let me get up on chair. Oh, I see you, Bree. Okay. All right, everybody. So we've got Cargio in the building. I'm trying
Hello.
to get on here real quick so I can participate in the chat. Let me see if I can turn it over to YouTube live.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm on the YouTube live. Are you on the? I think I'm gonna turn.
I'm on the Facebook Live.
Okay, so
So
we can do it both. We can do both.
yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I got a call today that Cargio had this epiphany that she decided that she wanted to drop a song that the two, well, actually, she produced, correct? You produced it,
That
right, Cargio?
yeah, and shout out to all my non-binaries out there, because I'm definitely I'm a plural. So I did produce it. Yep.
All right. And so this song is actually produced by you, and you're singing on it. You wrote the hook, you
Yep.
sang the hook, and then you flew the track to LA to your brother.
Yep.
And then what happened from there?
When I was writing this song, I was in a really solemn mood. This is one of those tracks you just kind of do something basic to it, and you don't really think anything of it. Like writing the hook and verse was really accidental. It wasn't supposed to turn into what it did, but once I sent it to Robby Swervin, his excitement just was like, oh, well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and pursue this. He was so excited to hear it. He was really ecstatic. He was telling me to send him the track outs and allow him to be on it. And once he gets excited, because he's been doing music for a very long time. Once he
Mhm.
gets excited, I get excited, and then anytime we collaborate, it's always going to be something amazing.
Right,
So
right. And with that being said, even still, I think from what I recall, when he first heard the track, how long did it take for him to send back his feature?
I don't even think it took 24 hours. I think he had it back within maybe 16 hours. I mean, he got it, recorded it, mixed his own vocals. He had me soundproof it. He did some editing that I asked him to do, and we had it done within 24 hours. So, you know, he works very, very well, very efficiently. He's one of the most hardworking producers and singer-songwriters that I know.
As are you, I see. And shout out to Young Zeus as well. I think
Yes.
that the three of you have always had the work ethic and the ear and the intuitive gift to just naturally hone in on that deep rooted talent and ability to hear, see, sing, feel, and smell music.
Yep. Yep. Uh, Well, it's obviously inherited. One thing's for sure and for certain. I grew up with a music background. I've grown up around countless genres of music, and I'm really, really blessed and grateful to have been exposed to so much music and to so much emotion and so much of life that I have the influence to create, saturated music like I do.
Well, I can say that the influence was just really a platform to kind of vault you up further into some more deep thought and
Oh
deep
yeah.
lyricism and deep
Mhm.
emotional, passionate reflections within your music, reflecting pain, reflecting good, reflecting evil, reflecting change, reflecting confusion,
Yep. Well,
like a true musician.
and it's interesting that you point that out, because the song, it's very straightforward. It's when you gonna call me. I ain't heard nothing, right? Now the song is really, it's really highlighting uh codependency. It's highlighting codependency and the anxiety that you get when you enter into a new relationship after you've had so many troublesome relationships and so much trauma, so to speak. So, I when, like I said, the hook was an accident, but it always comes from a place of depth and it comes from a place of experience. So again, I'm just grateful for all of the influences that I've had in that regard.
Now, you have been working on music since a little girl or little person. What
Thank you.
what I wanted to really bring out right now was what was motivating you today. I noticed you were on social media and you began to just kind of feel out some things, and you said something that kind of stuck with me about not being afraid to share your music with the world anymore. Where did that come from, and what do you mean by that?
Wow, that's uh, a very colorful question. I think for me personally, with my journey in life, just outside of music, I've been trying to figure out where I fit in with society. I've gone through a lot of changes, big and small, that you'll hear about here and there. But I think just starting to come more into myself and to be more confident in what I can do, my abilities, and what I've been through, and my power of resilience and perseverance. It kind of gave me the confidence. It was just like, if I can get through all of these situations in life and prevail and still want to be a decent person and still care about people, still have the emotional wherewithal to obtain empathy, I think that it's time to start sharing that expressively, artistically.
Hmm.
It's not something that I want to keep hidden anymore because, honestly, I needed it. There was a point in time where my music saved me. So if I can take that same testimony that helped me through very difficult times and anxiety and trauma and troublesome situations, well, why not share it with other people if it's something that helped me?
Hmm. Okay. So if people want to collab with you, if people want to, hear more, really follow your journey, because it truly is a journey, where can they reach out to you at?
Well, so far, I'm doing most of my music on SoundCloud and utilizing a lot of social media platforms. I'm still going based off of my personal page, but in the future, I will have a website accessible, and I will make sure that that link is accessible to anybody looking for music. If you message me on SoundCloud, you message me on Facebook, message me on YouTube, I'll be willing to work with you and let you know what I have available to you.
Okay. So what do you see happening? Because you said you're going to do some things that are going to change just the whole perspective of music and its the spectrum of music. What did you mean by that?
When I'm researching and when I'm looking at like top production, people and excuse me, producers that are working with top artists, I see a lot of very. I won't say it's simplicity because it takes complexity and engineering, and it takes an ear. What I know about myself is I have a complex ear. I hear certain instruments and certain themes and certain um, just textures of music that I feel is missing right now in modern music right now. And I feel like I can bring a lot to the table with more evolution and engineering and mixing. I feel like I really, really feel like I can bring a lot to the table
Oh,
when it
definitely.
when it comes to color, when it comes to saturation, when it comes to just that. I have a word for it. I can't think of it right now. Substance. When
Substance.
when it comes to substance, that's me all the way. Because like I said, it's artistic expression, but it's coming from a very, very personal journey.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's something I feel is very much needed, especially now in the pandemic, especially now with the global massive anxiety and worry and panic, across the nation, especially. So it's artistic expression, but it's more servitude,
Mm.
and just in what is my calling.
Mm. Okay, and you know you're very multifaceted in your skills and gifts. You sing, you write, you produce, you engineer, you play instruments. Um,
Yes.
Anything you wanted to say to people who are pursuing the production industry, who are touching upon it? Any advice?
I don't want to sound cliche, but I think the most valuable advice would be to keep going. Keep going. Even when it feels hard, start something else. But mainly keep going.
Okay.
Don't stop.
Now, so what I'm going to do, Cargio, is I'm going to attempt to play this song. Now, we were doing a test earlier, and it was kind of, I don't know if my streaming is off, but we're going to go ahead and try to listen. Now, the backup plan is if this plays and it gets choppy, we'll pull it down, and then you can start playing it from where you are so people can get a gist of it. And then you guys go to the SoundCloud. If you can go on there and type in the SoundCloud into the body of the live. I know you've been sharing it so people can access it and really hear it like in their headphones. That would be great.
Absolutely.
hmm
Hmm.
I'm going to attempt to play it now. Like I said, my connections have been a little strange,
It's
but,
okay.
but
We're doing a lot at once. There's a lot of
yes, we
CPU usage
are.
right now.
Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to select the video and play it. Be on the lookout. If it stops or keeps stuttering, we'll go ahead and bring it from your end, and then the world will be able to hear it. And while I'm pulling up this video, ahead and let people know about the song, what the name of the song is, and where it's going to be. I know that you just had what is that? Like just something just hit you and you were like,
Epiphany.
yeah, Tiffany.
um, well, right now the song is accessible solely on SoundCloud.
Okay.
But it will be distributed widely within the next few weeks, and I'll make sure that I announce that publicly, socially, especially utilizing social platforms so people know and are aware of where they can find the music. But this song is "Call Me" by Cargio, featuring Robby Swervin, and produced by me.
And so I'm pulling it up now. It'll take a minute to pull it
It's
up.
okay.
Here we go.
We
And
try.
there it is.
We
The song is over.
try.
So instead of it's been doing the choppy thing. We knew that already. Why don't you go ahead and play it?
Yeah, I can try to play it as much as possible from where I
And
am.
if you guys just kind of open your ears, think about the 808, think about the lowness of the bass and the heavy thickness of the bottom as we listen to it the best we can through what we are working with resourcefully.
Yeah, no worries. Stream on SoundCloud, please. You gon' call me, I heard nothing. Let me see sorry, I know I gotta deal with you, baby. But show me how to deal with you, baby. Hey, you ain't no burden to me. You know that I want you. You know everything right. Show that I want you. Please don't find someone else. I want you, girl. Can I stay next to you? No, 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 no. I can't let you do it the most. So again, like just to hear the fullness of the sound, hear all of the dynamics, please stream it on SoundCloud, and I will have the link available in the comment section, and I will have the link available on my page. So please stream it.
Now let's listen some more. Come on.
Girl, can I come through? You at the top, I couldn't put no one above you. You got me stepping to the beat, I made me want to. Gotta go back, got me on the tech. On the bass, got me calling it lit. The way I was worried, he said it would break like I'm trying to survive. I've been holding my breath. I thought it was just when you said you was leaving. Said the murder, you stopped it from beating. And never could tell me apart from the looks of the girl, just looks to deceive it, ayy. Girl, my mind be so caught up on you. Can't get you up, don't know what I'ma do. Now that you're gone, I can't do the truth. I can't do the truth. Do you miss how I used to make you laugh? Do you miss how I put you in your bed? Call it for a week. I just wanna feel you next to me, 'cause girl, I can't sleep no. Call me, I ain't heard nothing. I asked you a couple times just to see. I wanna please, so that's that.
All right, so that's a piece of it, y'all.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that song is bad. And you know what I like about it too?
What?
It's simple. You didn't do a whole bunch, on it, but it was but it moves you. It moves you.
Yep.
And Robby Swervin came in hard on it, didn't he?
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, when you gonna call me?" I was like, "Dang, man, I was like, man, if I'm putting my emotions in my music, you must be going something. You gonna be going through something." But no, he killed it. He killed it.
Yeah, he felt that song.
Yeah, he did.
He sang it real hard.
Yeah, but he added the element that it needed. I came with the softness, and he came with that, that rugged, that rusticness that it needed. So,
What would you call that style of music?
The song, it's a mix between things. Really, it's definitely R&B. Has a little bit of a little bit of an island reggae feel to it. So it's kind of hard to categorize it. But I would definitely call it soul. So,
it's hot, and I think it hits all types of age groups.
Oh yeah.
Your Aunt Vanita seemed to really. I let her hear a sneak peek. She sang it.
I when I first was just using this as like a beta testing kind of thing, just seeing how people respond to my sound, I got a lot of responses from people who are looking for a little bit of I don't want to call it an antiquated sound, but like a nostalgic R&B sound. And I was like, I really wasn't expecting that, because then you reach to this audience who is used to being active fans, the people who were listening to 80s and 90s and to early 2000s R&B. They were very, very active fans. This the contemporary R&B and modernized trap, hip hop, rap, soul mixture. It's very new. Even digital streaming is very new. So being able to have an audience that's obviously used to digital streaming, but also having a more experienced and seasoned audience with R&B who are active fans, that means a lot to me. Or active listeners, that means a lot to me. So
okay, so then now, Cargio, what I need you to do is, are you on Facebook Live now? Can you see the comments?
I believe so.
If you can just kind of paste in that SoundCloud link, that would be great, because in that way, people can see it. And then you can go to that link. Now, I'm trying to get it. If you send it over to me real quick, maybe in my inbox as well. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I
got it.
And then that way I'm going to, I want to copy and paste it too. It won't let me. Okay. I want to put it on the YouTube. That's not going to let me. Okay, so I'm going to find a way to possibly take that and put it with the YouTube, because I'm on YouTube too.
Okay.
Okay.
I should be able to access that as well.
Yeah, the YouTube as well.
Yeah, and go ahead and yep, I believe it's there now.
Okay, so what I need you to do is play a little bit more, just one more time. I wish I could. Let me try one more time, because that song is
Just one more time. Let's see if it works.
not.
At least we got a
Yep.
good
Nope.
chorus.
There it is. So,
There it is, and there it goes.
but
So,
play it again real quick on your end, and don't
oh
interrupt it.
yeah.
Okay, just one more time, and then we're gonna go ahead and go ahead and chop it up and conclude our little conversation.
Absolutely.
Song is called "Call Me." I heard nothing. It's been a couple days since I seen not one of these busy, but when you gon' call me, I heard nothing. Let me say sorry. I know I gotta deal with you, baby. But show me how to deal with you, baby. Hey, you ain't no burden to me. You know that I want you. You know me things right. So show that I want you. Please don't find someone new. Can I sit next to you? No, I can't let you go. I love most in my ego.
Sorry.
What happened? It's been a couple days since I see
Technical difficulties over here.
Show me how to deal with you, baby. When you gon' call me, cause girl, I want you. Like Summer Walker, girl, can I come through? You at the top, I couldn't put no one above you. You got me stepping to the beat, like baby, want to.
Yeah, man, he killed that.
When you said you was leaving, you said tomorrow, you stopped it for me. Never been telling me apart from the looks of the girl, the looks of the deceiver, ayy. Girl, my mind been so caught up on you. Can't get you up, don't know what I'ma do. Now that you gone, I can't handle the truth. I can't handle the truth. Do you miss how I used to make you laugh? Do you miss how I put you in bed, calling and calling and calling for a week? I just wanna feel you mentally, 'cause girl, I can't sleep no. Call me, I ain't heard nothing. It's been a couple days since I seen I always busy, but when you gon' call me, I hear nothing. Let me say sorry. I know I gotta be with you, baby. But show me how to deal with you, baby.
I love this song, man.
Me too. So what's next?
What's next?
Yeah, for you.
Hopefully some fire to this little match. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Honestly, what I really want to do, what I really want to do. I mean, I love singing, but what I really want to do, I want to produce. And I like what I do is I sit down, I think about the artists I want to produce for, and I make a beat that matches them entirely. I produce something that matches them entirely. So that's what I've been working on, and hopefully that kickstarts something, and I can be able to really just emphasize the sound for people, top artists too.
Now I put the wrong. I
Nah,
want to
it's
put.
okay.
It says serving instead of swerving, y'all. So I put it twice on YouTube. There it is.
Okay.
Does that look right?
And again, it's going to be available to stream on all platforms so very soon. I mean, it's already in the works. It's already in the works. But right now, what I have is SoundCloud. There will be a music video coming soon, and you'll be able to stream it soon. But right now, we're just working with what's available immediately, on this timeline.
Okay. And remember, y'all, I put it on the YouTube live, and it says Robby Swervin. It's Robby Swervin, so I put it again.
Well, it's like, I'm looking at the YouTube live and it's
Well,
Marvin.
I put it back up. I put it up twice.
Oh, okay.
So the
Okay.
second one is
Okay.
Swervin, not Robby Swervin. Robby Swervin.
Yeah, I'm
You
sure he
know,
would be like,
not happy.
yeah,
Shout out to him. Shout out to
yeah.
Young Zeus. Young Zeus is laying it down out to
I
y'all.
can't wait
Y'all
to work with
pushing.
him.
Y'all
I can't
pushing.
wait to work with
So,
him. He's one of the best lyricists that I've come across in a while in Pittsburgh. In
mm,
Pittsburgh, and I'm not. It's not just being related to him that I say this. I'm very, 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 very critical when it comes to music and artistry.
hmm.
Young Zeus is a genius with his lyricism. I mean, in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to get things started with him too.
Now, can we look for something that's going to be collaboratively between all three of y'all? Maybe.
Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps.
Okay. Okay. So I would say that this is an ever evolving journey because I've seen you guys. You guys have been writing and doing music since you were 3, 4. And when we go back and hear some of that stuff is like, wow. But I can also see a lot of change in you
Yeah,
guys. Yeah.
I
Like,
I love going back and listening to stuff that I made when I was younger because it was so advanced. Like it's some of the stuff that I made when I was younger, like preteens.
and you
I
didn't
I
even have
I
an
mean
idea.
I wouldn't even think of making now. I was like, wow. But the sound has definitely evolved. And I think what I love about music is it's something that you can just continuously fall in love with over and over again. If there's any lesson in life, it's learning to fall in love over and over, finding something new to love about one thing over and
Right,
over.
right,
And I
right,
think
right,
music is so multi-dimensional that you can
right.
just keep finding things to love about it.
That's
And
right.
it's a good philosophy for life too.
Yep. And it's ever evolving and you guys are ever developing. And so those of you who are always like rushing to get things put out and I gotta hurry up and make it. As long as you have, you're here and you got movement in your limbs and your mind is constantly thinking and creating, there's no limit to creativity. There's no limit. There's no time limit.
Nope.
So don't let that kind
And
of.
that stifles it. That
Mhm,
stifles it when you put a timeline or you put a number on something. Sometimes the product, it sells itself. The art expresses itself. And the moment that you start to put measurement on
mhm.
something that is boundless, that's when you kind of start to lose focus. So as I stated before, keep going and also keep falling in love with it.
And don't worry, it is important to have your ears open and allow other people's ears to be open in their own interpretation of constructively telling you what they think. But no one can dictate what you're expressing. It's
Yeah,
you.
and
It's coming from you.
somebody's gonna like it.
Hmm.
Even the people that don't particularly like something, a specific sound or a specific melody,
Hmm. Wow.
somebody does. So that's another
As-
thing that I've learned. Yep.
So you don't have to regurgitate or emulate, even though some people do have sometimes have an influence on your
Yeah.
style or somebody that you grew up listening to. But definitely want to keep you encouraged. I'm proud of you. Um, I've watched you. I respect you as a from one seasoned musician and artist to another because you're seasoned.
Wow. Wow.
You
Thank
are.
you.
You could teach what you're doing, and people would be. There are people who are in my age bracket or older who are phenomenally impressed every time you do something that you've
Wow.
come up with just from your development that's been an independent um, individual development. So just keep pushing, keep doing your thing. I love it. And I'm looking forward to more. Shout out to Triumph Entertainment Group. Uh, this is 2.0. We're rebranding. Um, this is the grown up Triumph Entertainment Group.
Oh yeah.
We grew up. We came
Oh
out
yeah.
the box killing it, but now we done growed up some. So beware.
Yeah.
I'm saying beware, especially in the setting we're in with this pandemic. We still doing this thing. You see how we're doing.
Yep.
We're gonna get it out there any way we can by any means necessary, because we need it. That's our healing
Hmm.
device is the arts. So
Yep.
keep tuned to that. A shout out to Right Productions. A shout out to RFMFS Robbins Family Music Fund Studio, which is our institute for learning instruments, primarily piano and voice right now. And just a shout out to everybody, all our loved ones, our family, our friends, our team. We got a heavy team. We got some great artists. My partners, Derek Parker, to Constance Clark,
Yep.
to Mark, Anthony, Eson. He been hanging in there for the doorway forever,
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah.
So just so many people that have just really KAZI,
Yeah.
Untapped show,
Absolutely. Yeah.
all the shows, DJ Low Key, Steve Savage, all y'all, my sister Dora Robinson, aka God's Gift,
Absolutely.
Tracy Farrow, who started playing my music, and RIP to DJ Flex, who started playing my music when I was still in DC.
Yep.
They were playing it here in Texas. So this is a shout out to the Pittsburgh. That's where we got started.
Yep.
Afro American Music Institute. Shout out to DC, UDC, Norfolk State, Spelman, Atlanta. All of you guys, all my loved ones, Virginia Tech, all of y'all have had an influence and has supported. Our Virginia Beach folk, North Carolina, where half our family has migrated to. Fellowship went to the third power.
Yeah. They're
And of
like,
course,
oh, we just waiting on y'all.
but I'm proud of you. And I want you to keep doing your thing. And you
Thank
just
you.
do it and you keep moving forward, knowing that gift is been given to you, not just as you receive it, but you respect it.
Yep.
Okay. And we going to keep on tuning in. We're going to go ahead and finish up our interview. Is there anything you want to say before I close us out?
Just thank you for having me on here. Thank you for giving me the platform to speak about my art and to spread the word. So I appreciate that. I'm very, very grateful.
Okay, so you can find out more later on. If you go to our website, rightproductions.biz, rightproductions.biz, and then there are some other websites that we can connect you to, but you can follow her music and follow Sharon, La Poetess, Blue, those guys that are doing their poetry and all kinds of stuff. We all can just embrace what you're doing and share it
Yep.
amongst ourselves. So again, shout out to TEG Triumph Entertainment Group 2.0. Shout out to Cargio, Young Zeus, Robby Swervin,
Absolutely.
Squad Shacklin, Lady Shacklin,
Hmm.
to Blue Poetess, and if I left you out, it's not because I meant to. Believe me, there's so many folks that are a part of this team that keep us going. So keep doing your thing, and we will be watching you. And every time you get something, let's get it out here and get it out to the masses. Okay.
All
Anything else
right.
you say?
No, I'm just grateful. Thank you so much.
Robin Wright signing off. Let's get it. Go ahead and play your song a little more.
Ah, okay. Also, again, please go ahead and stream it on SoundCloud so you can get the full sound.
Call me, I ain't heard nothing. Yeah, it's been a couple days since I seen I love these baby, but when you gon' call me, I ain't heard nothing. Let me say sorry, I know I gotta be with you, baby. But show me how to deal with you, baby. Hey, you ain't no burden to me. You know that I want you. You do everything right. Show that I want you. Stay with me. Please don't find someone new. I want you. Can I stay next to you? No, 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 no. I can't let you. Doing the most with my ego. Oh, you're the one. You call me, I ain't heard nothing. It's been a couple days since you seen. I wanna be baby, but when you gon' call me, I ain't heard nothing. Let me say sorry, I know I gotta be with you, baby. But show me how to deal with you, baby. Hey. When you gon' call me? Cause girl, I want you like summer walker. Girl, can I come through? You at the top, I couldn't put no one above you. You got me stepping to the beat, I baby want to. You gotta come back and be on the text. Or the big phone got me calling it late. The way I was worried, she said it was real. Like I'm trying to swim out of it with my breath. I thought it was just when you said you was here. Said tomorrow, you stopped it from beating. Never could tell me apart for the looks of the club, just looks of the scene. Hey. Girl, my mind been so caught up on you. Can't get you up, don't know what I'ma do. Now that you're gone, I can't do the truth. I can't do the truth. Do you miss how I used to make you laugh? Do you miss how I put you in your bed? Calling and calling and calling for a week. I just wanna feel you next to me, cause girl, I can't sleep no. I ain't heard nothing. It's been a couple days since you seen. I wanna be baby, but when you gon' call me, I ain't nothing. Let me say sorry, I know I gotta be with you, baby. But show me how to deal with you, baby.